Hi guys, how's everybody doing? I was gonna do a tapping video today for you, but I didn't get a chance to print everything out, and I don't want to do it without it because I want you to be able to follow along. So I could sit here right now and absolutely do tapping with you, but in order for it to continue to work or really work, it's good to keep repeating it. So if you are interested in the tapping that I had done in the last video and have mentioned, you can email me and I can send you the script, or you can wait till tomorrow, and I promise you tomorrow I will have everything ready. So what I will do today is pull a couple oracles and just chat a little bit. I want to talk about my new book. I have Turning Wounds into Wisdom, so if you bought my book, thank you. If you enjoyed it, I'm glad, and not enjoy, but I know a lot of people cried and needed tissues, but I hope it helped you, I guess I should say. And at the end of every chapter, I did shadow work prompts. Well, my new book, Whispers of Healing, The Wisdom Within, that is all shadow work. So I'm still going to mention each chapter of my book, and you're going to see, Little Girl Lost, but that's it. And then it's going to be just shadow work prompts for you. And at the end of the book, in the last part, there's a few little goodies I threw in there for you. So if you're interested in doing shadow work and healing, and if you liked my book, like I said, you don't have to even read the book to do the shadow work journal, but they just kind of coincide a little bit together. And some of the questions might be in the book. When I was writing the journal, things were coming to me, and then as I was just looking at the one I'm going to mention to you, I think it might be in here, but whatever. But yeah, so the shadow work journal, it's after each question too, I'm going to leave space for you to journal, to write your own notes. And if you need more room, which you should have a journal anyway, that's part of healing. That's what helped me heal. And I'm not all the way healed. I'm still learning, but I'm here to bring you along for the ride, and you can heal along with me. But point is, writing and journaling is huge, huge. So if you buy the book on Kindle, you would need your own journal. But I do suggest having a journal. Even if you don't use my shadow work questions, get a journal. So today, I'm going to do an inner child oracle. How's that? So let's see. I already lit sage, and then as I've said before, I light sage before I do any type of reading, even if I'm just sitting by myself. But I also sage my house at least once a week to get out stagnant energy. We bring energy home with us. You go out somewhere and someone gives you their energy, says something happens, or you're stuck in traffic. When you come home, even if you're smiling, you're still bringing that energy. And I know that to be true because I'm always smiling and happy, but it doesn't always mean everything is good. And more times than not, it wasn't. But I learned to be positive in my head, not just outward. Like, oh yeah, everything's great. You have to catch yourself. You have to be mindful. So when you start thinking something negative, you have to learn to automatically change that word. If you say, I can't afford that, I'm broke. Don't say that. Don't ever say that, because your subconscious and you're in the universe and however, they don't know the difference between what's real and what's not. So now, oh, you're broke? We're going to make you more broke. We're going to bring broke to you. And trust me when I tell you this is real. But when you start to say that, say it's just not in the budget today. That's all. It's not as set in stone, or you can just say not today. And seriously, everything you say, everything you speak, everything you think is creating. We're creating as we go every day. That's why the world right now is the way it is. Everyone's miserable and nasty walking around. You can see it wherever you go. We're creating this because of the news and because of everything else. Oh, this happened. There's a war. There's that. Constant. I turned it off in, I think, 2019. I don't ever watch the news or TV. I get my stuff from independent reporters, and then I decide how I want to go with what I heard. But anyway, I'm going to just ring my singing bell real quick. Bowl. I'm not going to do the whole thing. But I like to ring a bell and then ask our ancestors and our spirit guides and angels, whoever watches over us and takes care of us, to come in and give us the message that we need to receive. I never used to really believe in this stuff. I mean, I can't say I've played around with tarot and stuff for many, many years. But I still didn't really get it, I guess. And then as I started healing just now, I realized how much they're really around us. And, you know, your ancestors don't have to necessarily be the, you know, ones that you don't know. When you're kind of reach out to your ancestors, it could be your spirit. There's the spirit of people that left recently. So let's see what we have here. Spend time in nature. Let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. So this is what, and these are for me too. So this is what they're telling us. Our ancestors and spirit guides, whoever's watching over us, our guardian angels, our ancestors are always reaching out to us. They're always trying to pop us, you know, hello, hello, and you'll realize it, like I've said in other videos, if you quiet your mind long enough and go out in nature, just quiet. You know, nobody wants to do that. Everyone has to have a TV going or the radio on, or, you know, have some type of substance, something to alter us, because we're so afraid to just live in our own head. And that's where shadow work comes too. And when you live in your own head and you feel, you get answers. When you're quiet is when you get the answers. I spent months literally in the dark, crying and healing and writing. It was intense, but it needed to be done because I wasn't okay. I didn't want to be here. It was really hard every day to get up and want to be around. And then I realized I'm in charge of my own happiness. Me. I created all of this. Yeah, a lot of it was on trauma wounds, and that's the thing too. I always cared more about the other person. I've made decisions that I think about now in life, in relationships and everything, that I made for the other person technically, when it really came down to it, because maybe there were flags, maybe there was something inside me. No one listens to their, you know, their own natural instinct, and I went on with things knowing deep down it probably wasn't right anyway. And that's trauma wounds and not wanting other people to hurt like I did. It's all of that. But anyway, yeah, I realized the divine loves me. God loves me. The universe, God is the universe to me. I love me now. And even when I didn't love me, I was telling myself that I loved me. And then I finally started to believe it. And I deserve to be here. We all do. All of us. We deserve to be here. We have a right to be here, and we're here for a reason. And sometimes life sucks. But you turn around and realize, I learned from that. That experience really sucked, but I learned something from that. And now I won't make that mistake again. And if I do, I'll learn again. And I'll keep learning until I stop making these mistakes, or until I stop doing, you know, this or that. It's learning. We're being taught, and everything does happen for a reason. And sometimes we don't like it, but it doesn't mean we give up. Life's really hard, and life's been hard for me. And but it's like some little nudge or push inside me kept telling me to keep going. Even when I didn't want to, something pushed me to go. Well, now I know it was my ancestors. They're, hello, you have a story to tell, or you have people to help. And even you, even if you've never been through anything really, you know, major your whole entire life, but you have some type of trauma. I know I talk with my hands, and I'm not Italian. Your trauma and you still being here can help somebody else. What you went through, even if you feel like I don't know, I don't have a way to help anyone. Yeah, you do, because you're still here. So there was something that kept you here, you know. And go out and enjoy nature, and enjoy life, and enjoy, you know, people. Put smiles on people's faces. Everyone's walking around miserable. I walk around the store and, like I think I said in another video, I'm not a happy hooligan that my grandmother would say and just smile at everyone like a lunatic. But I make sure I give people a smile and I say hello. And I saw a guy standing at the lottery tickets yesterday as I was walking out of Wawa, and I said, good luck. And he said, oh, thank you. Almost shocked. It's, what we speak, what we think, what we do, what we say creates. So why give up when I create what I have? And now I know that. So now you make sure you're creating the correct way. I hope I'm making sense. I really do. I'll rewatch this afterwards, obviously, before I post it, but I really hope I'm making sense because, yeah, we're all here for a reason, even if you don't know what it is yet. You really are. And like I said, if you're here after making it through something, well, think of all the other people that you can help that are going through it right now and think that they can't make it. You know, never give up. Never give up. Spend time in nature. If you could really see, the earth is a precious gift, one that provides, one that heals. Its beauty nourishes our souls, and its vibrational energy brings a steadiness to our bones. It grounds us and inspires us, gives us hope and brings wonder to our hearts, and is the great mother to us all. If you have pulled this card, then nature is calling out to you. If you can, take time to go outside today, feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, or gaze into the night sky. Touch and feel the softness of a plant, smell the tangy sweetness of tree sap, listen to the babble of a brook, dig your toes into rich soil, feel yourself deeply connecting to this wondrous place we are honored to call home. If you are unable to go out into the wild, there are other ways you can connect with nature at your home. You can take a bath with fresh herbs or flowers. You can buy a plant to love on, preferably one you can touch and caress. And I know it sounds weird. It's not, you're not getting ridiculous like you're petting an animal or something, but if you touch a leaf of a plant, even with your thumb lightly and talk to them, they'll flourish. My grandmother used to do it, and I thought she was nuts. And then she had a house full of beautiful plants. Beautiful. The one whole area by our dining room table had just these thriving plants, huge things. And I've been able to kind of keep them alive, but they don't always look so great. But now I've been kind of doing that, and some of them are really, I'm seeing definite differences in them. So there's that too. Like they call people tree huggers. Well, so you can you can sit or lie in a warm sunbeam in your home. You can bring scents from the forest into your home, like diffusing pine or cedar wood or something like that, essential oils, and just let your senses guide you on your journey connecting with nature. And then there's always a journal prompt, and that's what I was saying, to journal. I think my last video, buy a journal. Even if you don't use my books, my my shadow work journal, definitely get a journal because they're very healing. And then the journal prompt they want you to do: how does your inner child feel after connecting to nature? Do you experience wonder at the beauty of the universe? If not, do you feel there is something stopping you from allowing this wonder to come from within? So get out there, touch a tree, I ground all the time. I stand outside, I've said it before, and pretend I'm looking at something. Nobody has to know. Nobody has to know what you're doing. You have to do what makes you happy. You are in charge of your own happiness, no one else. You don't need anyone else's validation. You don't need anyone else to love you. My whole life, that's all I did was search for someone that was going to love me. I just wanted someone to, seriously, I'm not embarrassed to say, I wanted love. I wanted somebody to love me. I don't, it's nice, but I love me. Doesn't matter. and I can make myself happy. You could take yourself out to dinner. You could take yourself to a movie. You can hang out with your friends. You don't have to have, I'm not going against, I know some people are like, oh, relationships and marriage and stuff. I'm not going against it. I'm saying if you're one of the ones who's struggling through it and not being treated well, if you have a happy, great relationship or marriage, that's amazing. But some of us, struggled to get to that. So I don't know. Sit here preaching, it's annoying. So we have stargazer. Set your sights higher. That's what glasses are for. So if you're ever having trouble reading something, just, FYI, put on glasses, and then you'll be able to see it. Stargazer. There we are. Message. Go beyond your limitations and believe that the impossible is possible. Do you ever remember wishing on a star when you were a child and in your innocence believing that your wish was coming true? The stargazer connects with that energy of the cosmos and reminds you that you have the ability to draw in support from the universe. His cloak with his sparkles and light shows you that you are closer to the energy of the universe than you think. You don't have to go out looking for it. It's already there. So look beyond where you are and create even bigger dreams, visions, and goals, because with the power and the help of the cosmos, those wishes can come true. What did I say? You don't need to look for it. It's already there. Create. We create our own life. Create the bigger dreams. Create create it. So the extended message is you are on the verge of a miracle. All of your dreams and aspirations are within your grasp, and you are being guided to focus on your vision. The angels who are with you are encouraging you. There is nothing that you cannot have or achieve. There's an opportunity at this time to heal an old wound or a pattern of lack and not feeling good enough. In the past, you have often found it impossible to recognize your worth and to believe that you were deserving of blessings. Angel and ancestor wisdom is reminding you that you are incredible and infinite, and an infinite spark of the universe. And the universe is not only within you, it absolutely adores you. You are talented, filled with strength, and have the abilities you need to turn your wildest dreams into reality. Wow. And these messages are for me too. They're collective messages. As I've said before, if it hits you, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. If you have to try to see if could that be me, then it's not you. But if that just spoke to you, that's our ancestors reaching out to us. It's really wild. I'm going to pull. They want us out in nature. They want us to quiet our minds. They want us to stop judging ourselves. They want us to love ourselves and realize that we're creating as we're speaking. And even when you speak about yourself, you're creating things. So talk to yourself nice, Say nice things to people. Say hello to people outside. Even if you're crabby or had a bad day, you could change somebody's life with a smile. Let's see. Jump in. Jump in. You are being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the star. Hold on. I have to read this again because I just tongue-tied myself. You are being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. This is that time. Okay. Jump in. take that chance, even if it's not aligned. Let's see what else we can grab. These are my tarot. I'm going to pull a tarot. I'm going to pull a card. And this is, what is the name of this one? Ancestral Path Tarot. I've been really working with my ancestors lately, and by working, it means talking to them. You know, in bed at night or whatever, or just when you're alone and quiet, just close your eyes or just wherever. And, you know, the ones who, known and unknown, who are out there taking care of me. I need you right now. I need your help. I'm trying to make decisions. There's all kinds of ways that you can reach out to your ancestors. And I loved learning that that's real. And the things that I share with you are things that I've been through and know that work. If I didn't think it was real, I wouldn't be saying it to you. But all of this kind of helped me a little bit. I think my cat's trying to get off the bed. She's getting old. And I have to put her up and down on the bed now. Anyway, but she's healthy, happy. That's what you're supposed to say. You know, you're supposed to be positive. That's what I was just telling you. So, ancestors, what do you have to tell us today? What do you want me to leave with my friends today? Let me get the manual in case I have to read. You have the Six of Cups. I feel like somebody's might be being judged. Hold on. Avoidance of negative childhood issues. The kid's face on here just looked extremely judgmental. But this is telling us memories, childhood and the past. Looking to the past for inspiration, longing for simpler things, less complicated times. So, with this, yeah. It's almost like I'm seeing the gentleman sitting there as, you know, us, because like I said, this is for me too. And that's my child, that's my inner child, that was me looking over me. Telling us, I think, wants us to look inside. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. This book right here. Let me get another insight. Six of Cups. Yeah, an overgrown child in a red cap offering a cup. Oh, that's a different card. It reveals happy memories and a time you recall childhood fondness. Your children, if you have them, may help you reconnect with your own childhood, or you are able to give your inner child free rein to play and have fun without the usual burden of worries. This is a time for good things coming from the past, reunion parties, reconnecting with old friends, and more distant family members, or literally going back to your roots. This card may predict a trip home or to a place with fond memories. In some way, the past returns to help you in the present too, as conversations and reminiscing with old friends or contacts seeds a new idea or approach. Overall, you will find the right balance in relationships and enjoy a period of peace and harmony. It shows compassion, kindness. Sweet and happy times are ahead, and any disruptions will be soothed and remedied. So that was a nice card, right? I'm glad I pulled that out. I wasn't really doing a tarot, reading, so I wanted to know what specifically our ancestors or guides were trying to say to us. So we're at 25 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm sorry I didn't do the tapping today, but I promise tomorrow, no ifs, ands, or buts, I will be here with it for you, and I will have the copy for you, the script, so you can follow along yourself afterwards. Like I said, it's important to follow up on all of this and to continue doing it. And if you do I do have the tapping script from the last video that I did. It was a little bit longer prompts, and I felt that it might have been too much for someone starting new to just say, I release this, and then go on to the next place. I had much longer prompts in there, and if you're new, that might be a lot to remember. That was my point. So again, thank you so much for following me, for watching me, for being here with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who bought my book, who likes and follows my page. And if you're enjoying this content, it's so weird saying those things, but it's true. If you're enjoying this content, let me know. Give me the like, give me the thumbs up, and let me know what you want more of or what you don't want to hear. No one really comments much, but I need some input. So thank you though so much, guys, and I hope everyone has a good night. Bye. Can never find the button to shut the camera off. But bye, guys.